right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck going up top, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Bass. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bass. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Down, 50, play.
On first down, here's Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looking to throw on second down. Pass, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Let's go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Breida pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Back to throw. Bass. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down? The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Love. And able to find Higby. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw, Love. And it's caught by Parker. Touchdown, Chicago. Devontae Parker, 38 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. To throw on second down. Bass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Looking to throw. Bass. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, 51. I'm going back to you.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third down. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Bass, and he's got Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. Back to throw, Bass. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Ringo. I'm coming. Mark 50, Mark 50.
On fourth down, Bass will find Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking to throw. Bass to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck, and he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. To return is Taylor. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bass. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Go. 50, 50. Watch the run. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Bass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now Locke. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check out. Ready. Here we go. Tight right. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. And he finds Danny Amendola. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check out.
Luck on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down. Luck. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down. So we've reached intermission here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now.
They try to...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. Taking the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Moss with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Kick the oar. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You draw quarters. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Bass. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Flipper. Ready?
They begin the drive with Hill. And some room to run now. Into into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Justice Hill, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stick. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, here's Stick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Avery Moss and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get an ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Hill running right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got 4. We got 4.
They begin the drive to Johnson. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say Things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
On the ball. On fight.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Austin. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. So now the Bears down by 16. A minute 35 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And to the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stuart Cravens in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play. In this situation, down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory